Hey, it's Sarah with Loaves and Dishes, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this potato galette. So, this recipe is super good. I'm still really excited about it. I'm thinking about making another one today because this was so good. So I took 3 to 4, they were pretty small potatoes, and I used yellow potatoes because the skin is thinner and I wouldn't have to peel it. And I sliced them up on my mandolin slicer. You could also use just a knife if you didn't have a mandolin. You want them to be super even, and you want them to be pretty thin, your potato slices. And then I couldn't find the part to my mandolin slicer that keeps your hands safe, so I just used a fork on the end of the potato. Okay, so in my oven-safe pan, you can use cast iron. I'm using my stainless steel pan. I put in a little olive oil in the bottom, and then I'm taking those potatoes and I'm layering them around the bottom of the pan. I'm doing a really thin layer, just one layer of the potatoes, and I'm making sure that the whole bottom of the pan is covered. Now, I have some melted butter. This is almost a full stick of melted butter. Just FYI, this recipe is not healthy. It is not good for you, but it is delicious. I put some melted butter on top of the potatoes, then I added some salt and pepper, and then I added some minced garlic that I had, and I added some bacon. This is the real bacon that comes in a bag. I was too lazy to make my own. And I added some cheddar cheese. If you wanted to be fancier, you could add real Parmesan cheese. You could add fresh herbs. This recipe is really great because you can kind of do a lot of stuff with it. You could add a different meat if you wanted to, or you could leave the meat out. It's pretty versatile, so you could make it fancier if you wanted, but I wanted some good potatoes with bacon and cheddar cheese. So now I'm slicing up another potato, and I'm layering that on top. So I'm basically it's sort of like making a lasagna, where you just layer things. And it's really easy, and oh my god, it was so delicious. I ate about half of this thing. I just could not stop myself. And then when my husband got home, he ate the other half. It did not last long. And I did a little salt and pepper, a little garlic, and I did some more cheese and bacon. And I did 3 layers of this. So mine was pretty thin. If you did more layers, if you wanted it bigger or thicker, you would need to adjust your cooking temperature and cooking time. You would probably want to go at a slightly lower temperature for a longer amount of time. And if you don't have a mandolin slicer, I don't know that it's a necessary item to have in the kitchen. I just happen to have one because I found one super cheap at Aldi. You could just slice the potatoes with your knife, and it would work just the same. So don't feel like you have to go out and buy a piece of equipment that you might not really use. The other thing is if you do have a mandolin slicer, you have to be super careful with them because you will just slice your finger right off with one of those. So I recommend erring on the side of caution. And normally I don't. I'm pretty wild with a knife and stuff because I've used them for a long time. I've used all of these tools for a long time. But even I got my fork out because I couldn't find the thing. Even I'm a little intimidated by a mandolin slicer. And that's saying something because kitchen things don't really intimidate me. Okay, so this is my final layer. I added a lot more butter to the top of this because I wanted it to be really browned on top. And then I added a bunch of garlic because I had a whole bunch left and I wanted to use it up. Salt, pepper, and then I added more cheese to the top too, so it would have a nice cheesy crust. I went kind of light on the cheese in the layers. I could have gone heavier. But I did go kind of heavy on the top. And then I baked that in the oven at 450 for 45 to 50 minutes. And there it was. It was a little hard to get out of the pan. You kind of have to zhuzh it a little bit. And I tried to cut a piece. I was so excited about how good this smelled that my camera angle is not very good because I was trying to hold it and cut it, and I was very excited all at the same time. But it was amazing. You have to try this recipe. If you want to see more recipes like these, check out loavesandishes.net. If you want to hear more from myself and my mom, we have a podcast. It's called Dorks with Sporks, and you can find that wherever you listen to podcasts. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We put out a new video every Monday through Friday, and you can follow us on Facebook for more. And if you want to see any of the products that we used in today's video, you can find them in the link below in the description. Thanks for watching.